Old Nvidia GPUs like the GTX 16 series don't support DLSS, so they might be struggling to run your AAA games in a decent frames per second. But did you know that you can apply AMD FSR and even Intel XeSS to these old Nvidia GPUs? And this way, you're gonna give them a second life. In this video, I'm gonna demonstrate this for you. So for instance, I was playing Cyberpunk 2077 on my GTX 1650S GPU, and I was barely reaching 32 frames per second. But when I discovered that I can apply Intel XeSS acceleration in this game for this GPU, I tried it and I doubled the frames per second. So let me show you what I mean. So I'm gonna first show you the settings without the acceleration, and I'm gonna demonstrate how the game will reach only 32 frames per second. And then I'm gonna show you exactly what are the settings that you need to apply to this game to double the frames per second. So I'm gonna show you first the settings without any acceleration. Notice under resolution scaling here, it is off, and this is where you set up your acceleration. And I'm gonna show you also the resolution I'm playing in this game. So I'm playing in full HD, and I'm playing also with all the settings set to ultra high where I can, as you notice here. So let me run the benchmark now, and you're gonna see that the game barely reaches 32 frames per second. So you can see the frames per second on the upper left corner of your screen, and the overlay is the MSI Afterburner that will display also the same frames per second. And the beauty of the method that I'm gonna show you is you're gonna apply it without reducing the high graphics in your game. So I'm gonna keep everything on ultra high and high and then apply it. So I'm gonna wait here for the game benchmark to finish to show you the average frames per second, the final one. So this is the average frame per second, and notice that the game reached only 31 frames per second as average, as you see here. So let's apply now the settings and redo the same benchmark. So these are the settings. You need under resolution scaling to apply Intel XeSS, because in this game I found out that Intel XeSS will be better than AMD FSR. And by the way, AMD FSR is based on an open source program, and this is why you can apply it. And the Intel XeSS, you can apply it because Intel chose to let you apply it like this. So this is Intel XeSS, and under the super resolution, make sure to choose ultra performance. And here under video also, make sure that NVIDIA Reflex low latency is set to on. So this way you're gonna have a better picture too. So let's click on apply here, and let's run the benchmark once again, and you're gonna see how the frames will be more than doubled in this setting. And what you can notice also when you apply these settings is that the picture quality remains very good, and you don't see any degradation in the picture quality. So let's wait now for the end of this benchmark to see the average frames per second we're gonna reach. And the results are in, and we reached 66 frames per second. And this is almost 102% gain in this game. So now I'm gonna demonstrate this to you also on another game. So in this other game, I tested it before, which is Formula 1 25. We didn't reach double the frames per second, but we had also a very big gain. So let me switch the camera now to show you this game. So these are the settings in the game without any acceleration. You see here that under anti-aliasing, I have TAA only, and also the game is running in full HD, full screen. And here you have the game settings that are all on ultra high, almost all of them. So let's perform the benchmark now. And you notice that the frames per second in the game without any acceleration are hovering around 45, 49 frames per second. And now the results are loading, and we got 49 frames per second without any acceleration. So let me now change the settings, and you're gonna see that in F1 25, for instance, the best settings are AMD FSR and not Intel XeSS. I tested them before. So what I'm gonna do is here go to video mode, and then you're gonna see under anti-aliasing here, I'm gonna choose AMD FSR, and under anti-aliasing mode, I'm gonna choose ultra performance. I'm gonna also make sure that NVIDIA Reflex is set to on. So it is on this screen here, it is the last one, and I'm gonna set it to on, and let's run the benchmark now. And we notice right away the increasing in the frames per second. So now they are hovering between 55 and 60 frames per second. And this is a very good gain from 49 frames per second. So let's wait until the end of this benchmark to see what will be the average frames per second that we're gonna gain. So now the results are loading and we hit 62 frames per second in Formula One. So we gained 13 frames per second with this acceleration. Now, there are some games that do not display this setting directly, so you need to search for something called dynamic resolution. I'm going to show you an example here, for instance, in FC26. So here it doesn't have any acceleration like FSR or Intel XeSS. So what you can do is under dynamic resolution, you can turn it on, and then you set your frames per second target, how much you want it. And the game, like this, can adjust its display accordingly to try to cope with the frames per second that you set. If you applied the settings that I just showed you to your old Nvidia GPU, let me know the results in the comments section. And if you gained any value from this video, please consider subscribing to my channel and giving this video a thumbs up. And also, it will help if you share my video. I want to thank you all for watching. I'm Eloy from Knowledge Sharing Tech. See you in the next video.